guys, it's MJ. How are you? I felt really inspired this morning. I was having a meditation in the park. I'm in Bratton and it's sunny and it's gorgeous and I'm enjoying my life, so it's good. And yeah, so I went and had a meditation this morning, and while I was meditating, I was sitting with trust and embodying trust, because it's that whole, okay, so it's going along of like dissolving control patterns and that kind of classic quote of like, make peace with what you can't control and change the stuff that you can, right? And ultimately it's only self that we can change. It's only self that we can ultimately shapeshift and control through our own perception and through our ability to align with our feelings. And then that brought me to trust, because people are like, I can't trust you, or I might be like, I can't trust you anymore, you've broken trust. And like, but then how does that work when it comes to we are the creators of our own reality, right? And then I was sitting with this whole thing of like, know thyself, and like this idea of like how to be honest with myself, right? Being honest about how I'm feeling. And if we can't be, and this is what this was the nugget. If you can't be really honest with yourself about your feelings, about your truth, about your heart's desire, you are inherently untrustworthy. I know it because I've been there. Like, the times in my life when I was like in toxic patterns and like doing shit that was horrible to other people and myself, it's because I didn't trust myself. It's because I was denying my heart. It's because I was denying my intuitive knowing. I was denying the knowing of the self. And then through that denial, I was perpetuating my own mistrust in myself in my relationships. So no one around me could trust me because I wasn't in my knowing, I wasn't in my integrity, I wasn't in my honesty. So until we figure out how to be honest, really fucking brutally honest with our own self, we are inherently untrustworthy. We cannot be trusted because ultimately we're acting in service to the external, which is a sin, right? We are acting that we're pretending like the outside of us, so other people's judgments or other people's opinions or simply the external circumstances, we're pretending like that has more power than our own self. We think that us expressing our truth will dissolve that, but the truth is it will integrate it. It will allow us to be more powerful and come on top of that, rather than being a slave to other people's opinions, which is really just a slave to our own shadow. It's a slave to our own falsehood, our own ego projection of being good or bad or right or wrong or whatever it is. We're then in service to our external ego rather than in service to our heart. And if we're not in service to our heart, we're not in trust, and so we cannot be trusted. But we don't trust ourselves when we're there either, right? Because that's why we end up doing shit that we're like, why am I doing that? Because you're disconnected. Because you're disconnected from the truth of your being. And for me, what I recognize, like everything I'm doing, everything I'm drawing in, everything I'm creating, every single encounter is reflecting back and knowing, an integral knowing of like, yes, no. Like, that's me, that's not me. But I know self. And the more I know self, the more I'm like I'm not concerned about people's reactions, about people's opinions of me, of how people think about me, or any of that. That doesn't really come into the equation. The only thing that really comes into the equation is me remaining balanced within myself, me coming into union with myself, because that's what helps me radiate the authentic expression that I am, which draws in the reflections, which draws in those people who naturally reflect that integrity back. And the nice thing is that it helps me love everybody, because I love this. I love this process. I love who I am, and that helps me just love everyone, whether they're in the shits, whether they're in pain, whether they're whatever. I can just love it all because it's all me anyway, right? So if you don't know yourself, you're not going to be very trustworthy, but that's okay, because we live in a weird world. It's like false. There's lots of weird shades, and that's like we're navigating that territory of like our ugliness and our shadows and our shame and our guilt, and we're going to navigate all of that, and then we're going to rise into this healed state, and like life is going to offer up more than we ever even imagined. And it's starting to open up to me now. I'm like, oh my God, I never imagined I'd become like that. And like have so much love to give, basically. Like have so much ease when it comes to forgiveness. Have so much love when it comes to self. and no attachment, because there's only ever self, right? So there's no need to grasp or hold or like claim any other, because I'm the only aspect of self-worth claiming, because it's the only container that I'll ever have eternally and forevermore. And the truth is, on this earthly experience, like we are really only ever reflections of each other. We really are only like showing us where we're not really loving ourselves when we get triggered, right? And I can honestly say recently, with some of the betrayal energy that I've been dealing with, and some of that kind of deep unworthiness pain, it really does transform if you can just like look at it and be like, wow, wow, I've been really perpetuating shitty thoughts. I've been perpetuating whatever, instead of just letting go and letting people be on their journey and letting people heal in their own divine way, rather than trying to fix people, or rather than trying to like hold on, you know? And it's beautiful, because now I'm suddenly seeing this infinite, expansive, loving world. How lots of people can fit in lots of different ways, and how I really can accept people, love people, and encourage people. And that's been huge. Letting go, but loving. Like honoring the love I feel and letting go at the same time. To pain, suffering, distortion, not trusting. Like, I trust myself, yo. So those deeper lack of trust, it has to come out if I'm going to keep rising in trust. Oh, it's hot in here. It's hot in my car. I gotta hit the road. I gotta go see my London peeps. FYI, I just sent a shout out. If you guys want to subscribe to Ultra Love, yay. If you subscribe to this channel, yay. If you support, if you pay, donate, whatever, it's awesome. If you want to have online coaching sessions, I've just sent a shout out. My online coaching platform is like weekly calls, and then you get like intuitive videos, you get yoga videos, meditation, or we can do one-to-one yoga. And then in between one-to-one yoga, again, I'll send you videos, I'll send you like meditations, insights, because I'm somebody who's totally in the flow. So it's like randomly I'll get like a cring, and then that will be the download for the video share. That will be the download for the intuitive thing. And people find it kind of amazing, because they're like, how did you know? How did you know I was dealing with this? And I'm like, I didn't, but Intuish did. Because the Intuish is the one of allness. And it really is the part of us that wants the best for all of us. Because I'm just selfish, you guys. I just want the best for myself. But I only got to this point because my gosh darn compassionate heart really wants the best for everybody else too. So however you feel into that, let it be that way. Let yourself be the best version of yourself, so that you can invite the best versions of you to support you on your awesome journey. I love you guys loads, and I hope you're having an awesome day. And just don't forget to tune in to your heart and know that your heart is the only service that you're here to fulfill. Not other people's hearts, because they're the only ones who can figure out what they need for their heart and their fulfillment. But we're really breaking through old paradigm. We're really navigating new dynamic on like every single level, and it's exciting, and it's grounded, and it's grounded in love. And that's why this is so fucking powerful, because it's taken over. It's taken over my life. But I'm pleased, because I feel more amazing than ever. I just have to keep dealing with the shadow as I'm gonna have to face it. I have to keep dealing with the ugly bits of myself that want to try to control things or control people, and just let myself be free, because it's my freedom that is the example. It's the essence of who I am that is the teacher, really, not the words I use, and not even the stuff that I do. Although the stuff that I do can be useful for some people too. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Peace out.